let's get tracking some of the top global stories this morning. Lots of stories trickling in. And first up, let's talk about what's happening in the US and with Trump. Now, Trump says that Venezuela will send up to 15 million barrels of oil to the US under interim authorities. Now, the oil will be sold at market price, and Trump says that he'll control proceeds to benefit both of the countries. Remember, this comes as a U.S. military action, military operation that captured Maduro, Venezuela's president, and he's now in U.S. custody on drug-related charges. So that's the latest as far as Venezuela is concerned. But moving on, prediction markets, they are showing rising odds that President Trump might target Panama Canal and Greenland following the Venezuela operation, with traders betting on further international shakeups. Now remember, odds on Trump taking back the Panama Canal and controlling Greenland, they have jumped sharply, reflecting investor perceptions of a more forceful U.S. foreign policy and also military posture. Now remember, markets, they are also pricing in action on Colombia, Cuba, as well as Iran. Moving on, Venezuela's opposition leader, Maria Corina Machado, has vowed to return home very soon and call for free elections following the U.S. capture of Nicolas Maduro, saying that her movement would win convincingly. Now, Machado has praised Trump's actions, but the administration is instead engaging with Maduro's interim successor, that is Delcy Rodriguez, creating tensions within the opposition as well. Machado hasn't spoken to Trump yet since October, that is, and faces legal risks if she returns to power. And also, while talks continue over Venezuela's oil exports amid global concern. Moving on, let's get you the latest from Europe. Now, days after US President Donald Trump issued threats against countries including Greenland and Denmark, leaders from major European powers, they've expressed support for Denmark and Greenland in a joint statement, saying that the Arctic island belongs to its people. The joint statement by leaders comes after renewed interest by US President Donald Trump, who's taking over the Danish territory. Now remember, the statement by leaders of France, Germany, Italy, Poland, Spain, Britain and Denmark read, and I quote, "Greenland belongs to its people. It is for Denmark and Greenland and them only to decide on matters concerning Denmark and Greenland," end quote. Moving on, let's get you some more commentary coming in from Trump. Now, Trump says that ties with Prime Minister Narendra Modi, they remain strong, but he has admitted to some friction over tariffs linked to India's Russian oil buying. Speaking at the House GOP retreat, now Trump said that India paid high duties for importing Russian crude, though some tariffs have since been reduced. He has also warned that Washington could raise levies further if New Delhi does not address US concerns, trying to trade pressure directly to the Russia-Ukraine war. Now, India has also rejected claims that it promised to stop buying Russian oil. Let's take a look at what he had to say.
I mean, I had India coming to me, sir, I've been waiting 5 years. We're changing it. We're changing it. India ordered 68 Apaches, and Prime Minister Modi came to see me. Sir, may I see you, please? Yes, I have a very good relationship with him. He's not that happy with me because, you know, they're paying a lot of tariffs now because they're not doing the oil, but they are. They've now reduced it very substantially, as you know, from Russia. We're getting rich because of tariffs, by the way. I hope everyone understands that.
All right, so that's Donald Trump on India and US ties. But let's move on and get you some updates from the world of sports. The Indian Super League is finally set for a comeback after nearly a year-long pause. The league has been on hold following the termination of the partnership between Football Sports Development Limited and the All India Football Federation, which left the ISL without a commercial partner. Now, what has followed was a turbulent year that is marked by uncertainty, protests, and multiple rounds of discussions involving key stakeholders. Now, there is some clarity. Union Sports Minister Mansukh Mandavia has announced that the Indian Super League will restart on February 14th, bringing relief to clubs, players, and fans across the country. Let's listen to what the Sports Minister had to say.
14 हमारे फुटबॉल क्लब के प्रतिनिधि के साथ विस्तार से मीटिंग हुई है और हम सब लोगों ने साथ में मिलकर निर्णय करा है कि आईएसएल लीग 14 फरवरी सैटरडे से स्टार्ट होगी और सभी हमारे क्लब उसमें पार्टिसिपेशन करेगी।
All right, then, good news for football fans over there. But with that, also time for a very quick break. We'll be right back to take stock of how the Asia Pacific markets have opened up.